Welcome to NIOS. Today we will study part 1 of chapter 21. In this lesson, we will learn how our Indian culture spread in countries outside India. Learners, as you know, today we have many means of transportations. Transportation means to travel from one place to the other with the use of buses, trains, aeroplanes, cars, etc. But earlier there were no trains, aeroplanes and buses. Still, the Indian people went to other countries of the world. In fact, these Indians who went to foreign countries carried their culture and brought the customs and traditions of those places to India. Dear learners, do you know that Indians went to many places like China, Japan, Korea, countries of Central Asia, Southeast Asia, etc. We will now learn how Indian culture spread to other countries. Let us try to know about those people who helped in the spreading of Indian culture in foreign countries. During ancient or old days, the merchants of India went to different countries to do business. They went to places like Rome in Europe and China. Many merchants went to countries like Java, Sumatra, Malaya, Siam, these countries were situated in East Asia. Learners, do you know about these countries before? Perhaps not, because these are the old names of these countries and they have changed today. Now let us learn about the new names. Sumatra is now called Indonesia. Malaya is now called Malaysia. Java is an island in Indonesia. And Siam is called Thailand. All these countries were called as Suvarna Dweep. That means island of gold. Suvarna means gold and Dweepa. Dweepa is called island in Sanskrit language. Merchants from different parts of India went outside the country to do business, like from Kashi in Varanasi, Mathura, Ujjain, Prayagraj, Pataliputra in Patna, Puri in Orissa, Tamralipti in Bengal, thus we see that the traders had become cultural ambassadors of our country. An ambassador is a person who represents his country in a foreign country. These traders spread the Indian culture, language, and religion in other countries. Therefore, these merchants are called cultural ambassadors of India. Learners, it is important to understand that Indian universities were famous all over the world and students from different parts of the world came to study in them. Nalanda University was situated in the state of Bihar. The library of this university was very famous. Chinese traveler Huyen Tsang Huyen Tsang studied here and he has given information about Nalanda University. Vikramshila University Vikramshila University was also situated in Bihar. Tibetan scholar Taranath has given information about this university. Many teachers from these universities went to countries like China and Japan. The Chinese king invited Kashyapa, Matanga, and Dharamrakshita to China. Indian teacher Bodhidharma went to China. Indian teacher Bodhidharma went to China and Japan to teach yoga. While Acharya Karamshil Kamalshil Acharya Kamalshil of Nalanda University went to Tibet. Janabhadra also went to teach Buddhist religion in Tibet. Atisha Atisha, a teacher at Vikramshila University, also went to Tibet and taught Buddhism there. Learners, as you know that Gautam Buddha started the Buddhist religion in India. After his death, his followers spread his message in different countries of the world. In fact, Buddhism became popular in countries like Tibet, China, Japan, Sri Lanka, and countries of Southeast Asia like Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia, and Thailand. Let us now learn about Romas, also called as gypsies. Some Indians lived in groups and went out of India to other countries. They were wanderers. It means they did not live permanently at one place and they kept moving from one place to the other. They called themselves Romas and their language was Romani. But in Europe, They became famous as gypsies. Today they live in different countries of Europe like Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Russia, France, however, they did not remember anything about India and their original language, customs, and traditions. The Romas are famous for their dance. Dear learners, let us now understand how the Indian culture spread in Central Asia. Learners, Central Asia is that part of Asia that is surrounded by China, Russia, Afghanistan, and Tibet. The merchants from China went through this region. The route that was taken by them was called Silk Route. It was called Silk Route because the Chinese silk was famous all over the world. The Indian merchants and scholars also traveled through this route and spread Indian culture to different parts of the world. Many symbols of Indian culture like temples, paintings, stupas, images can be found in all the countries of Central Asia. Dear learners, a stupa is a place where the remains of Gautam Buddha have been kept. Stupas are very important in Buddhist religion. By the side of the Silk Route, resting places were built for merchants, travelers, and Buddhist monks. Later, these became famous centers of learning. This trade route was used by people of different countries and cultures. Therefore, the culture of different parts of the world were mixed and a new culture was born. The Indian culture, religion, art and literature became famous all over the world. Khotan was a very famous place on the Silk Route. As people from different countries and cultures met here, exchange of ideas and cultures took place between them. Khotan was famous for silk, gold, dance, and music. Many teachers and Buddhist monks went to Khotan from India. Indian coins have been found in Khotan. These coins are the Chinese and Prakrit language. Prakrit was an old Indian language. Dear learners, many Sanskrit and Buddhist works have also been discovered from Khotan. All these are proof that there was close contact between India and the countries of Central Asia, and that the Indians regularly came to these countries. Thus, we have seen that during ancient times, the Indian culture, religion, customs, and traditions spread to other parts of the world like Southeast Asia, Central Asia, Japan, Korea. We must remember that the Indians did not attack or occupy any other country for the spread of their culture. In fact, the people of foreign countries were impressed by the Indian culture and adopted it. Learners, it is now time to revise what we have learned in this video. First, we learnt about the spread of Indian culture in different parts of the world like Southeast Asia and Central Asia. We also learnt about the countries of Southeast Asia where Indian culture became very popular. We also learnt about the various mediums by which the Indian culture spread to foreign countries like traders, teachers, and monks. Learners, we also came to know about the Silk Route and its impact on the world. This brings us to the end of this video. If you have any query, you can send us email at signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more videos or for more information, you can visit our website at www.nios.ac.in. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching.